So next question is, um, how
How
has being married
has
been so far?
how has been married this one? It's been
Yeah.
fantastic. It's been beautiful. You know, I mentioned earlier about how my wife has been treating me like a king. You know, this was when it comes to serving me food and all of that. But that's not even the main thing. It's been amazing. It's been beautiful. Honestly, like each day has been amazing. I wouldn't kid you guys. I wouldn't kid you guys. I know it's people would say, how can you be sure about that? You know,
Yeah.
but I'm the one experiencing. I'm the one enjoying it, and I can speak, from my own end and my own part. That it's really beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
For me, it's been beautiful, but I must say this.
Yeah.
Initially, I used to miss home when we first
Yeah.
got married, and I was started living with 24. I was missing my parents. I was missing my siblings, and I had read a book by Pastor Kingsley where he was sharing about women. You need to be able to separate from your family emotionally. So I shared it with 24. Then we're still dating. I told him, I
Yeah.
just saw this in this book. I need to detangle from my parents and siblings
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't
I
affect.
remember that. Yeah.
So that's just incredible because I had not been married. I was not married at the time, but I had this information, and it sort of helped me when I now got married. So that night, I literally told 24, I'm missing my mommy and my daddy, and he said, "Oh yeah, we'll go and see them on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you'll be fine and all of that. While we're in Lagos, we'll try to see them more because when we go
Yeah.
to the UK, we won't have all the luxury to see them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed them initially, but I'm getting better now, knowing that 24 is my first family, and our children will surround our table.
Like olive roots and shoots.
Wahala.
That's the word.
So. How do you balance marriage and music? Before we say this, I would like to tell every young woman who sees this video a very important story.
Okay, I'm listening
So,
too.
Papa, you know the story, but let me share it. When I met 24, like 4, 5, 6 days into the friendship, we were so close and everything. And I was concerned because I knew he was interested in me. But I didn't say anything or let him know. But I just told him, guy, do you know that I have an insecurity? And he couldn't believe it. I said, yes, I do have an insecurity. And he said, what? I said, this is something a lot of people don't know about me. But I'm going to tell you because, we can't be married and you won't have this information. And he said, okay, tell me. And then I just kept my phone on the dressing table and said, it's my belly. I have a big belly. I want to tell you that I have it. And he was like, is that the thing you want to tell me? I said, yes. I said, that's nothing at all. I said, you can say that because you can't see it. He said, okay, show me. Then I stood up and showed him with the belly. And he was like, that's not big still. See the trick to it. The reason why I thought I needed to inform 24 that I had a belly was because people have lied to me that my belly was awkward and all of that. And seeing 24 encourage me that I don't need to wear all the waist trainers and all those things to make me look different. I mean, if I want to wear it to work out, that's fine, but living in it, I don't need to. I thought 24 was joking. Guys, the first time 24, in fact, I had a dream before he came, but I told him after he came. That was the first time 24 came to Nigeria to meet me in person. I didn't wear any of all those things. And immediately we got into the car. He placed his hand on my tummy and said, thank you, Jesus. It was like, he literally thanks Jesus for this thing. The day we got engaged, I didn't wear any of those waist trainers I used to use to lie to myself, because, I mean, it's good to work out on them, in them, but not to live like that's really how you look.
Yeah,
And for people who would love to use waist trainers, that's fine. But for me and 24, it was more of transparency. That's why he was talking about the transparency, because it was really early in our friendship. And he placed his hand on my belly and said, thank you, Jesus. And on the day we got engaged, I didn't use the waist trainer, the body shaper. And on our way to church, because we had gaining momentum that morning,
Yeah, yeah.
That
The
evening,
evening.
sorry, honey.
Yeah.
That evening. And he said to me, do you know I'm really proud of you in the car? I said, how? He said, you came out today on our first date without a waist trainer. That's something you've not done in years. I said, exactly.
Of course.
Guys, since that day up until now, I've not worn a waist trainer. It's not because I don't have. In fact, I used to drag to the photo but to get one particular one so I could use that waist trainer for our wedding. But I didn't use it on our wedding day. I used my actual belly because someone had been telling me that it's real. You look exactly how you should look. You're beautiful. I mean, I earned this belly because of Nkwobi and all those long catfish and all those things I used to eat. I will eat those things and go to bed immediately. No 1 second to drink water or let it digest. So now I have to be healthier to have a healthier body. But 24 had to come into my life so I could understand that everything you actually can see in your life, you are responsible for it. So for all those years I was crying at night because the workouts weren't working, I wasn't living healthy. I was eating all the junk food you could think about and all the Nkwobi in the world.
Yeah, you know, and when she told me for the first time as well, I mean, when I saw it, I didn't see it as an issue at all because that's who you are. And you don't have to hide it. People have to accept you and love you for who you are. Yeah. And it's something that can be changed as when adjusted.
Yeah. And then I feel like people just have a stigma with people who have a belly, like, well, why do you have a belly? Are you okay? Are you fine? I've had a boss of mine ask me.
People have asked a lot of questions actually.
Are you okay? Do you need to do an ultrasound? Can you come?
I'm sorry, baby. I personally find it very disrespectful when you ask that question. When people ask it. Because a lot of people have been asking questions.
Yes, they have been.
It's very disrespectful.
They have been asking questions.
Yes.
But my husband is always like, why would they be asking you about your belly? What do they mean? And you hardly see 24 angry, but when it comes to things that don't even make any sense, because everyone has, you know, what they believe women should look like. Yeah. But I'm so grateful that God blessed me with someone like you. I remember one of those people telling me I needed to do a surgery, liposuction, so I could get my belly. This person wasn't planning to marry me, but their teeth was long enough to say, go and do liposuction. When I mentioned it to my husband, see, he was going to jack the person in the spirit realm and just throw him on the wall. I'm boiling up right now. Papa, calm down. I know you're joking, but I'm so happy. Like, God is always good. This is something. And my siblings used to say, your belly will be like Percy face. And I used to find it funny. Yeah. But now, seeing you and you've never made any reference to it, you always hug it and peck my belly.
I cherish it. It's my dreams and everything.
So yeah, we're grateful. So the last question here, before we say goodbye, is
how do you manage
music and marriage? I'll go first. Yeah. So how we manage music and marriage we don't manage it, we enjoy it. I don't even think that's the way to say it. We've been enjoying making music and being married because I've always wanted the liberty to make music. When I say make music, I mean make music and not have any. As for my husband, I always say, go crazy, Papa, go crazy on the beat. Because I've always wanted to go crazy with my music, but I didn't have all the, you know, everything I have now, which is my husband being a producer, and you know, him giving me all his time, talent, and treasure with my music.
I really need to give my wife the credit of. Yeah, honestly, you know what I'm saying? For telling me those words to go crazy and all of that, because there wouldn't be 24 without that. Yeah, there wouldn't be a 24-hour that's produced beat without that, because me myself, I just think, let me make this beat and do it my own way.
Yeah, because he's calm in nature and very, you know, so he makes beats as a diligent and a decent man. But me, my head is I'm always like, Papa, go crazy on this beat. And then when he comes back, it's always something different. Everyone who's listened to my new song with me knows that the beat is not different. It's not basic.
That wasn't all me. We
produced it together. Yeah. We actually should release the beat itself because you have African sounds, you have sounds from every part of the world, the United Kingdom, the US, all in one sound. Yeah. So I just love how I'm crazy. I will never forget the time I came to pick you up from the airport and they wanted me to pay. They helped us pass a place and they wanted us to tip them. I wouldn't have a problem if they said, oh, you know, now your boy is everything. But they were instructing 24 to pay them pounds.
I was still calm about it. I wanted to.
He was going to do it. Yeah. Guys, 24 was going to pay them pounds. I said, Nibo, I'm in Lagos speaking. And they were like, which kind of yeah be this? You don't go let them. I would have given them if they just asked. But they were going to turn it into fire because they had heard his accent and they knew it was British Airways. So I just did not let them have it. And then there was another experience with the keke. I was going to break one guy's keke like
she's giving us a crazy experience.
I was going to break one guy's keke. Why? I was going to drop something for 24 at his hotel. The keke saw that it was a fancy hotel and now wanted to charge me what was not supposed to charge me. I said, you go give me my change. I just saw 24 come out. I saw 24 come out from
even though
hotel.
I always maintain my cool, but I love to see that.
So 24 just came out from his hotel. He was wearing his face mask, like I said on my live video. But I could see only his eyes. Just this place, I saw it and I just calmed down. That guy would have been kekeless in the next 3 minutes, if not for 24. So I'm just happy that I don't get to change myself for being with 25. There was someone I met. I had to, water down myself because of him. I had to seem a little bit.
They thought you were too smart.
Yeah, they thought I was too smart, so I had to act a little bit foolish and dumb just to make them comfortable. Or more. When I met 24, it wasn't the same. See how you're looking at me?
Guys, I'm so thrilled. That's what I'm looking at. Marry someone that is smarter than you.
Oh, Papa, that's a lot. That's a big compliment.
I'm not serious.
No, I
they're
know
smarter,
that.
they're stronger.
Picky always says.
Honestly, yeah. You need it. You have to always go
But
above.
I was trying to get somewhere.
All right, cool.
I'm grateful for how I can be myself around you. Listen, they were fighting somewhere one day. I said, "Man, I break the person head first." 24 was like,
My face was like.
His face changed. Like, do you really want to see crazy for other people? And I said, yes. When they break head, they make noise too much. Another day again, someone was shouting, Daniel, Daniel, and the dog was barking. I said, Daniel on a dog name. So people say, which one is Daniel on a dog name? But I just love how I can be myself around 24. I'm sure a lot of people who see this video will never guess I'm like this. Even the guy shooting us is surprised that I know well. Yeah. But, I'm just happy how my crazy comes, he's quiet.
Beautiful.
See what I said? Crazy comes, you're quiet. It means quiet is already calm. But I bring my crazy to make it better.
And I'm bringing my calm to...
Yeah. If I see 24's face is over. You've won, just go. That's
a 24 effect.
You've won. It has an effect on me. But yeah.
On that last question, that's what I was saying. How do we manage music and marriage? It's a natural for us.
Yeah.
It's a natural. Like, there was this day, your last song that you released, there was this day that you were just listening to worship music and you just jumped up. You were even picking beats.
I was selecting beats.
Yeah. You just jumped up and you were... you just got inspiration.
I started looking at it.
And what did I do? I brought out my laptop and started to produce. So it's a natural. So
and throughout picking that beans, cooking the beans, the song was ready.
So the word for it is that they intertwine, together.
So they're together every time. So we hope you were blessed by this video. We're gonna make more videos. So subscribe to J Thyna. I always have 24 here.
Always.
When he's free.
I feel privileged to be here.
No,
it's your channel.
Like, I'm more of myself when you're here. Because imagine me just speaking to the camera. It's going to be stiff. But now that you're here, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for your time.
So I'm a guest on this show, right?
Yeah, you're my favorite guest. So you'll be very present more often. So
thank you guys. Thank you for staying behind to watch all of this to the end. God bless you.
Hope you are blessed. Let us know in the comment section. Send the link to your friends. Let them know that you can do it and do it right.
Yeah, she's got more coming. We've got more coming.
So bye-bye.